What's up, y'all? Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Saturday. It's Saturday music reviews. Going to be doing, I was going to call it Saturday Serenades for a while. I thought that sounded cool, but I don't know. I got to dumb it down for people, man. A lot of stupid people out there. So you got to get to the lowest common denominator, I guess. But hey, we're back. I'm reviewing music tonight, and I'm excited because I got a bunch of tracks here that you guys have uploaded. I'm going to give it a few minutes. Obviously, we want to let people come in and enjoy this experience, you know, slappity plappity. But yeah, if you're here right now, just say what's up, show off your IG handle. This is for you guys. It's so you guys can connect. You guys can network with other music professionals, or maybe not so professional, but, you know, make music together, etc. But I'm going to give it a little time here so that we can get started. And yeah, I'm going to go to my desktop so you guys can see what's up here in a second. And make sure everybody can hear me okay. You guys good? Can I get a thumbs up? Lots of songs to review. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoosh. Whooshy whooshy. Lots of music here to review, my friends. Hey, what's up, Eddie? How you doing, bro? So we got Eddie out in Canada. Man, is it crazy up there? Is it all cold? How's that snow? That ice? The ice and snow of Eddie in Canada. All right, so I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, but yeah, you guys, I do this for free. You know, this is for you guys. I'm going to review your music. I'm going to give you notes on production, songwriting, arrangement, mixing, mastering. If you are live right now with us as we review and your song starts playing, then yeah, let me know what you want me to review, like what part you want me to focus on, because that's always good. I can kind of focus in on the mix, the master, the arrangement, your lyrics, your performance. But typically I just kind of focus on everything about a song, because that's what a good song is, right? It's everything. It's all put together, melded beautifully. Working so well that nobody really even pays attention to the mix. The common listener is not going, oh man, that's a little overcompressed. They just want to know how it feels, right? So that's what I'm here to do, is kind of help you guys direct you into the how do you make a song feel like a record rather than just a song. Like, hey, I just made this thing on my computer. What do you think, man? Is it cool? I want to show you guys kind of like what I've learned in 21 years of making records and kind of what a record and the differences are. So that's what I'm really going to be focusing on. So I'm excited to get into it. Hopefully you guys are as well. We got a few people in here. Eddie's cold as hell. He's up in Quebec. Yeah. Damn. Okay, so check this out, guys. So 40 feet from the water, and we can walk across the Quebec. It's frozen. That sucks. All right, well, it was windy here in LA today, and it sucked, man. So cool. Hopefully, if you guys uploaded something, I'm just going to go in order of upload. I got to it a little later today, so you guys uploaded like 1 o'clock or whatever. I'm going to go to the desktop, and we're going to check out this folder. You guys can see kind of who uploaded here. And if you see your name in here, then you're probably going to get, well, you're definitely going to get played tonight. And I'm going to review your music. And I will keep this up so you guys can come back to it as well, right? So it looks like I got a good, like, you know, 12 to 20, something like that. So, you know, shouldn't be too long of a night tonight, but I want to give you guys a lot of value and check out stuff. So let's jump right into it. I don't want to waste anyone's time. Mafia, No Way, Master 1. Let's get it. Here we go. We got hashtag Nash up in the house.
It's Muffs. Look. Finesse my north things, man, now she pissed at me. Bagging in the bando, listening to Kistery. I was in the six with the gang, now there's 6 man sitting in the van, making plans like we're out to solve mysteries. Line still on when I'm abroad or I'm not about. I ain't even going on the move if I've got a doubt. My nigga see a hot ting and got brave. She laughed in his face and shut him down like a squat rave. He said that he was down but he's bluffing. When it's on, he was ducking. So truth is I don't even really trust him now. Holy Grail landed with some buds like some Brussels sprouts. New Year, turn the cat's chicken, locking out. Couple hot things in some shorts with the bottoms out. Summertime catch me on the strip with a couple stouts. Henny or Ciroc for the booth. Patron XO Cafe when I'm on the button. So I'm on the loop, She said she wanna go up to the shawty dinner with a winner. I was like, no way. Everything on pause, everything on pause. I put everything on pause. Guys, that is not my thing, no way. She gave uncles to the gang and she said that she want me to be a man. Hey, I put everything on pause when I pull up with a. Listen, I put everything on pause.
Nah, man, you got some crazy shit going on in that chorus. I have no idea. Like, you're throwing me all over the place. So the track's pretty cool. I see what you're going for. I just feel like there's a lot of this is in production and you trying to get too fancy. And maybe like the producer, the engineer, whoever you're working with isn't able to really pull off those fancy moves that you're trying to do. And they're not really translating, you know? Like the sample dropping out and then you hearing the bass like in and out. And this bass pad in here, it's like so scooped and so weird sounding. Like, it just doesn't sound right. It sounds like you're missing the low end. It's missing some stuff.
Look, bando, six with the gang, in a bando, listening to Kistery. I was in the six with the gang, history. I was in the.
Like where you kind of have the sample coming back in, it's like kung kung, and then it's like dunk dunk. Like you're dropping things in and out, and I can see like that you have like a bunch of crazy regions in your session, and you're just trying to be too fancy with stuff. And that chorus just really isn't translating. I think stick to a melody and like try to get that across, as opposed to like trying to do flangers and like put it out of phase and all this weird shit. It's like really throwing me off. Like I think it's awkward to listen to. That's like the best way to put it. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but it's like awkward for my ears. Like there's like out of phase parts, and then there's like parts where the sample's out of phase, and then the bass synth like doesn't have like oomph to it. Yeah, and then it's really low, and it says master on here. It's definitely not mastered. Like it's very far from mastered. I feel like you get a lot more level and glue out of it. So those are my notes on that one. It's just kind of hard to listen to be honest. Let's get to the next one. Sam Hornsby. Best song number 4. Not best song number 1, but number 4, guys. We're getting the sloppy seconds or fourths. Here we go. Like right away, I'm like, nah, man, I can't even play that. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, I can hear your headphone bleed from the song playing in the back. So it's like, what's going on there? Like I hear this, but then the guitar is played so like bad. It's not really on time. You're kind of pitchy when you're playing. It's not really like sound professional. I'm going to keep playing this, but like right away, I'm like, what? No, I don't like this. Yeah, I'm not going to review instrumentals, guys. I kind of made that pretty clear, but also like things are so detached in this instrumental. Like the drums sound like they're like from Trigger or some like drum programming, and it's like in a different room in a different world from the guitars. The guitars are like really like dry. It sounds like you DI'd them, But yeah, I'm not gonna review an instrumental. All right, let's get to the next one. Mr. ATA and Carter X Local. I don't know what the hell that's saying, but Freestyle 2020. Let's go.
Yeah. Come on. Hey, it's the new thing. Let's get it. Yeah. Come on. Let's get it. Bitch. Let's get it. Yeah.
The first thing right away, like that clap hurts my ears, and I think it's because it's got so much high mid information. Just the high stuff is like cutting my ears off. Like I'm like, ugh, it's really annoying.
Come on.
It's OVA the creator.
See the game's all madder. How you gonna let your Cody get badder? If that was mine, someone have to get grabber. Egg shot, a carjacker, red banger. Any mazza, then I'm gonna dig the mash up. Spray the ting, get your car no lacquer. They're still with it now on the couples, no backup. Fuck the goons that you rang up. Fox get gassed when the check gets run up. Ops get slapped and that's word to my mother. Fry him up, we'll have him swimming in the bar. You never been in charge, you're just a runner. You never been to Izzy but you're claiming you're a gunner. Honeys want a piece and they're trying on my stunners. I don't do distractions, I'm trying to add this onion, but baby had my lunions. Rooftop SDK, I'm in London. And if I push this button, let's end the discussion. That L, that's a serious deduction.
I come on ting once wood from West called Vivian.
Flip the clutch, hey, flip it. It's the jury there, acquitted. Brilliant.
Yo, this is an interesting track, but not really to me. I mean, the only thing interesting about it is that you have a UK accent, and you know, I'm from the West Coast of the US, so that's interesting to me, I guess. But otherwise, like nothing's really like hitting me here. Also, like you got to be careful with all the high top stuff. It's just so like, you know. It's like crazy, like the mix and what you got going on. I don't know, you got another vocal on top of it that's like super compressed. I'm just, this is all sorts of confused for me, to be honest. Eddie, let's go. If I could fly. If I could only fly, I'm sorry. First things first, Eddie, I think you completely overcompressed that guitar. And, you know, it's probably recorded in like a really like noisy area, or you're using a vintage mic or something. It's just really noisy. So there's a lot of compression on that guitar. I don't think that's necessary.
I almost felt you touching me just now. I wish I knew which way to turn and go. I feel so good and then I feel so bad. I wonder what I ought to do.
Yo, this is really hard to listen to, Eddie. I think you have something out of phase. That's what it sounds like to my ears. It sounds like the imaging is like doing that across you, which is like really awkward. Like as the speakers are coming at you, they're like this. They're like crossing themselves. And I think you got a phase issue that I would look into on the vocals, I think, mainly. So definitely check that out. Check out what you got going on with the vocals. Maybe you got a piece of gear you're running through that's out of phase or has a problem with the left channel, or left and right is like, you know, just not syncing up. There's something weird there.
If I could only fly, if I could only fly, I'd bid this place goodbye to come and be with you.
So it's really difficult to listen to, Eddie, to be honest. There's a phase issue for sure. So whatever you maybe mastered it out of, or you might be using a widener or something within a plugin that you're widening the vocals too much. Yeah, so you're asking how do I sort the phasing out? Look at the vocal. Is it a stereo track? If it is, I would break it down to like a dual mono, a left and a right side. You could do that in Pro Tools, Logic. It doesn't matter. Any DAW will be able to say, hey, I want the left and the right separately. And then zoom way in and you'll see there's probably like a phase issue where, you know, one's going up and one's going down at the same time, right? Like the polarity. It might even just be slightly off. So, yeah, here. So you got Jesse's giving you a good little idea here. Waves makes a great phase fixing plugin, or maybe Vocal Line. Vocal Line could work. You probably get some more problems with Vocal Line though. So yeah, get that vocal in phase because it sounds like a beautiful song. But I don't know, are you like using outboard gear or recording through some outboard gear that might be faulty, you might have some problems? So hashtag Nash, like he's saying here, his vocal surprisingly comes through the mid-range. And that's cool, but I want you guys to try something on your end. And this is how you could tell it's out of phase, is just put it in mono with your listening system. So I don't know what you're listening on, but put it into mono. Like just flip the mono switch on your interface and you'll hear exactly what I'm talking about.
But I can hardly stand, and I got no place to run. Another sinking sun, one more lonely night. The wind keeps blowing somewhere every day. They tell me.
I like the track. I think your writing and stuff is really cool. I like this song. But like I said, it's so hard for me to listen to, man. Like, it's definitely out of phase. So there's a phase issue with it. But yeah, check the phase. Check everything that you can find that's going to be phasey. The vocal sounds like it's like doing some weird angled shit. It's really awkward. Tony Moreland, let's get into it. All right, so I feel the gospel energy and stuff, and I've mixed and mastered a lot of gospel records. You know, my mom like grew up in the church singing, you know what I'm saying? So I understand gospel music quite a bit, and I've worked with some really great gospel singers and soul singers and all that stuff. The vocal is just not recorded right, and it's not mixed right. So I think it's probably the recording is the number one thing. It's really thin. It doesn't have the body that a gospel vocal should have, and it just sounds weird. It doesn't sound right. You have these like choral kind of stabs in here that sound really cool. They almost sound like kind of classic, like 70s record, you know? But then your vocal comes in and it's like so puny and so weird sounding. It's just not right. Like, think about that. Tell me, are you ready? That whole thing right there. That feels like it's affected and it's cool and it's kind of 70s. And your vocal now needs to be on top of that and in front and big and bold, you know? Not like You know, it needs to be like in your face and full, and like the reverb should be like the church, you know, like a church verb or something, a hall, right? Think about things like that. Like that's the thing right away that I'm like, nah, that's not right. Like it's recorded bad. Whoever mixed it, you know, the vocal, everything else is like big, and it's like the drums are just like da da da. Like it sounds like the drummer mixed this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, those are my notes. Really, really big mix issues. Like, that's just not going to hit. I can hear that the drums are programmed. They're like some sort of, you know, acoustic drum library or something. But, yeah, get that mixed, man. Or ma'am, or miss, or however you want to be addressed. But, like, you know, at the end of the day, that's a cool gospel record. You just gotta put the time, the energy, the money in, you know? And I know, like, everybody doesn't have, like, $500, $1,000, $1,500 to spend on their music, but you do if you care about it. I promise you that. Joe Nate, Levitate. Let's get it. It says mastered, or it says misturd. Who's misturd?
I'm on rise, I'm at a drift. My name is all we know, supernatural. I got the glide, I got the drift. I'm a walking dollar sign, I got checks. I'm on Levitate, oh yeah, 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 Levitate, oh yeah. I'm on the rise, straight to the sky. I'm so high, can't be seen with the naked eye. I'm taking flight, can't be afraid of heights. Red eye overnight, OD on life. Woo, woo. I'm on the rise, straight to the sky. I'm so high, can't be seen with the naked eye. I'm taking flight, can't be afraid of heights. Red eye overnight, OD on life. Get that bad boy, roll the dice. Life's a gamble, know the price. On my own, a solo type. Taking off, I'm out of sight. No fear of falling, flying free. Ain't nobody high as me. If I'm lying, then I'm flying. Come and kiss the sky with me. I'm on rise, I'm at a drift. But then it's all we know, supernatural. I got the glide, I got the drift. I'm a walking dollar sign, I got checks. I'm on Levitate, oh yeah, 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 Levitate, oh yeah. I'm at the top of the sky, I got the glide, I can't be found. No, I cannot see the ground. Man, I'm breezing through clouds, flying private, don't need the crowd. Up in the way and I ain't coming down. I'm in my zone, safe and sound. I'm taking flight, can't be afraid of heights. Red eye overnight, OD on life. Life's a gamble, know the price. Taking off, I'm out of sight. I'm on rise, I'm at a drift.
Very interesting vibe. Like, I really like the chorus, and I think it's just because you're doing something different with your vocal. I think that's really cool. The vocal just kind of like makes you at first go like, what is this? And then you're like, oh, it's kind of tight actually. But it takes a while to like pull you in, I think. I don't think it's like gonna hit like a pop song or anything, you know? But it's like very interesting. I think the beat is the biggest thing that's just lacking in this production. Like, I think your vocals are cool. You need to like hone in and really like perform those and really show us the separation between the two. Like, is that you singing the hook and then rapping? I like that if it is. Just show us more separation between the two. And then, you know, I think the beat overall is just kind of the weak part of this. Like, boom, you know, just like a 808. But I think it's cool. I think it has a really cool vibe and it has a lot of potential. And the hook is interesting. I think for the Levitate tag, you should try some other, like, you know, dimension doubles for your vocals that are maybe just like, you know, a little bit softer, or you could try like filtered and kind of distorted just a little bit, you know, filtered and in the background even more, stuff like that. Like whatever you think you're really going for here. I think that's maybe my number one, you know, thing here. My note here is like, I don't know what you're going for. I'm kind of like lost a little bit. And I think it's the beat and things just not really like turning into a record, but you have a really cool concept, and like the concept could be a record. It could be really dope. Like the Levitate thing. I think that's sick. And I love the, how about the sign, but at the time, you know, like the way you're singing is so cool. Like that's the best part of it. But yeah, good work. Good work. I think it's dope. This time I used another producer's beat. Yeah, it's not that great of a beat, but it's a cool, like you like I said, you got the writing down pretty good. All right, let's get into it. Juan Garcia, Chumada, Lobster Boy. I don't know what that means. Let's get it.
And I'm lost, baby, I'm lost. Lost boy.
Living that rat life, living that rat life, living my best life. Living that rat life, living that rat life, living my best life.
I was just like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, Lobster Boy, I'm living my rad life. I don't know what this is for, but I think that's the big thing, right? Like, what the fuck is this song for? Where are you going with this? I want to keep hearing because it's so random. It's wild as fuck.
Living that rat life, living that rat life, living my best life. Living that rat life, living that rat life, living my best life.
I wake up and wait, I sip on my drink, I hit up some chicas, I'm doing my thing. See everything great, a grin on my face, cause I got me a car with no XP day. I get it bro like Bruce Banner, no I live a double standard, but I got a double life, that mean I got a double strap, that mean I got a double fight, but my ass flying like a kite. Don't know which way left from right, buddy, I'm just living life. Lost the boy.
Living that rat life, living that rat life, living my best life. Living that rat life, living that rat life, living my best life. Living that rat life, living that rat life, living my best life. Living that rat life, living that rat life, living my best life.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think it's it, Juan. I think you got to go back to the drawing board, bro. It's some crazy shit, though, man. I don't know what you're smoking on. You might be smoking on something a little laced, you know. you might have some goddamn peyote up in that bitch. Like you might you might be sprinkling some other stuff in there, and yeah, this gets a little crazy, man. But I dig what you're doing, man. You just do your thing, but dial in on it. When you go into the high stuff, like there's no way you can have that autotune on there. It's just gonna sound way too cheeseball. You sound like a kid going through puberty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like can't do that. It's not gonna work, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now as a friend. And let's be honest, guys. Like, your real friends are going to be the ones that are going to be like, bro, the fuck are you doing? You know, people that like don't really care and like actually even hate you will be like, yeah, great, yeah. I think it sounds good, man. Yeah, good job, man. You should keep doing you, bro. And you got it. You're the man. You know, they're going to pat you on the back. They're going to have the yes men around you. You ain't going to grow from that. You ain't going to make better music. You ain't going anywhere with that. You're just going to be smoking that peyote in your room, yelling Lobster Boy, while the neighbors are going, what the fuck, man? I wish he wouldn't do that thing where he just like starts squealing. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. You got to be careful with this shit, man. Tim Horton, definitely not high enough for that. That's what I think. Not high enough. Yep. I do make beats. I'm a music producer through and through, my friend. All right, let's go. Q Smith. Q Smith, tried this. Let's get it.
Kill him with the bass in town, kill him. Oh, I'm all in now. You got to know that I'm coming up. All your G's ain't popping up. They could beat catch you for Pokemon. Man tried this, so I wrote him up. Don't know that kid, but go look him up. Man come big, we choke him up. Big fat sleeve for him choking up. Oh, I'm all in now. You got to know that I'm coming up. All your G's ain't popping up. They could beat catch you for Pokemon. Man tried this, so I wrote him up. Don't know that kid, but go look him up. Man come big, we choke him up. Big fat sleeve for him choking up. Man tell me what's the motive, live in the red or live in the flesh, eh? Khalas I be.
Yo, I'm digging this vibe a lot. I cannot handle the marimba, you know, xylophone thing going the whole time with that patterns. No way, bro. No. That's not gonna work. But I love your rhythm on it. I'm gonna keep listening.
There soonest, man came through with it. Never wanna do it, but you can't pull it's confidential that me Sean Solo. Man like me, I might keep down more for sweat. Man like me, it's a young spirit auto. You don't want no smoke. Walk in the ring and you run out of breath. Got the game in chokehold. And I'm itching, scratch and win, it's a lie. Going on night, you got to know that it's oh, I'm all in now. You got to know that I'm coming up. All your G's ain't popping up. They could beat catch you for Pokemon. Man tried this, so I wrote him up. Don't know that kid, but go look him up. Man come big, we choke him up. Big fat sleeve for him choking up. Oh, I'm all in now. You got to know that I'm coming up. All your G's ain't popping up.
Yeah, I just can't handle that. Like, you got to do something more modern with it, man. Like, flip it, you know? Throw it through like a halftime thing and like have it going. I don't know. Mess around with it. It's not cool. And it's also just clobbering your vocal. Like, I wish I could hear what you're saying. I like the kick. I like the snare. I like the vibe. I think you probably have a cool voice. It's not mixed right, so it's hard to tell. But I like the flow on it. I think it's cool. I would switch up the flow a little bit more, like for the choruses and like, you know, maybe second verse I would flip it a little bit more. But yeah, you gotta kill that. It's just, that's just gonna give everyone a headache. Okay. Yeah, Matt says this shit making me lose my damn buzz. Damn, I think I heard this before. I'm in Cali, so that's dope. Yes, sir. Los Angeles. Hard for me to hear the lyrics exactly. Because you got going the whole time. Akindeji Kahinde Don Julio. I just butchered that, I'm sure, but here we go.
You starting to get sick and tired of my attitude. Lately I've been shady, I can't put that blame on you. Baby, I got wavy off that 1942, but I'm in love with you. Don't I'm sipping on Don't Got some bottles up in France. We on my section, that's 20 bottles for the mass. And we keep it on the mat, yeah. We ain't posting on the gram, no. Another one in advance, yeah. We ain't switching on the plan, no. Bands, yeah. Falling through my hands, whoa. Fly on top of these bitches, whoa. Young nigga Peter Pan, yeah. I miss a way, yo, with a heady. Couple bad bitches coming steady. 3, 2, 1, yeah, they ready. Dipped in the pool, yeah, they wetty. 19 with a 42, yeah, I know she know what to do. Julio, I keep it with a crew. First you gotta show me how you move. You starting to get sick and tired of my attitude. Lately I've been shady, I can't put that blame on you. Baby, I got wavy off the 1942, but I'm in love with you. Don Julio, I'm sipping on Don Julio. Don Julio, I've been sipping on Don.
Okay, so I feel like I heard it already. Like, that's enough for me of this song. And we're about 2 minutes in, which I think is pretty, like, you know, okay. Like, you have a cool song here. I don't have too many notes on, like, the mix per se, but, dude, like, the Don Julio, like, it's the auto-tune for me, like, is just not right. You gotta fix that. Or just, like, melodyne it, you know, something. But that's the part that, like, really irks me a little bit. And then, yeah, you're just kind of doing cliche stuff kind of on the verse. I think you had something cool like in the beginning with the, you know, because it kind of brings you into the story, 1942, you know, got me wavy, etc. And then it gets into Don Julio. Like, I don't really know if that's that strong of a hook, man. Like, I don't know if, like, I made this track, like, I would be like, yeah, that's it right there. Just sing Don Julio like that. I don't know. This is not... I don't know. You guys agree, disagree with me? Like, let me know, because, like, Don Julio, like, this is, I don't know. Doesn't feel like that great of a hook. I don't remember any of the rest of the parts. Just Don Julio. That's all I remember. So, yeah. I think there's just a couple things you got to do with, like, your vocal, like, chain and what you're doing with the vocals. Sounds great, man. Like, I want to change that. That's your vibe. That's your sound. You know, I could tell you my preferences for, like, what I would do, but it's not gonna change shit, right? Like, I think definitely the tuning, the auto tune, and the subject matter, like, in you know, just trying to come with some better stuff. I don't know if a song about Don Julio really is gonna, like, do well, you know, just because it's just so generic. I mean, maybe talk to Don Julio and see if you can, like, you know, go to a club and, like, sing this song, like a club that's sponsoring Don Julio or has a Don Julio night or something. That's what I think about it, to be honest. I see V and I tried. Let's go.
Oh baby, oh I tried, now I'm going on this ride. Life goes up, life goes down, humans life is profound. Oh baby, oh I tried, now I'm going on this ride. Life goes up.
Like, this is the kind of stuff, like, where I'm like, I don't know what to say about it. Like, it's just so crazy, right? Let's keep playing it. I don't know.
Life goes down, humans life is profound. Oh baby, oh I tried, now I'm going on this ride. Life goes up, life goes down, humans life is profound. Oh baby, oh I tried, now I'm going on this ride. Life goes up, life goes down, humans life is profound.
Psyche gone, so far gone, just cut the lies already. So twisted, I celebrated losses with confetti. You think you're brave with no heart, swing nothing but lies.
That's some crazy shit. I feel like, yeah. I'm going to say hard pass on this one. Sorry, bro. I don't know what else to say. You guys, you know that I'm not going to hold shit back here, right? Like, I'm not here to pat you guys' back and be like, good try. I'm really proud of you. You tried, man. You're really doing it. So you guys can be the nice ones so that I don't, you know, be a little counteracting. I know Matt James over here, he's really big hater, right? He likes to next and lol, and he's just trash, you know. He loves trash. He likes that word trash. But, you know, at the end of the day, guys, you guys got to be the nice ones. so I can say what I feel, but I'm not going to tell you guys just absolute trash unless it's absolute trash. But that one was pretty close to trash. You gotta spend some time on your art, man. Spend some time. All right, Dylan, another sad song.
You ask me how I'm doing, I lie and tell you that I'm doing fine. Always on my mind. Could tell you don't believe me. You always knew just when I told a lie. Yeah, you don't reply. We both know, baby. We both know that I ain't doing well. It ain't hard to tell.
There's a lot of issues with the guitar playing for me, right? Just sounds like someone's like really bad at guitar. And that feels detached from the vocals. The vocals coming right in, the melody's not really that strong. Like, I don't know. I'm just not really like, I'm not getting like pulled into this song. I think you should have some sort of intro. And it just kind of feels like everything's just so open, like open hats, open guitar strums, and maybe that's a style choice that you're trying to do, but you're not really pulling it off to me. I can't really figure out what this song is or what it's about. I know it's another sad song, and maybe that's what the vibe is, but yeah, it's just kind of too like esoteric, I feel like. Let me keep playing it. Yeah, and then like here, like I don't know why you're changing the chords and like doing a whole different part here. This almost feels like a bridge, like you're throwing a bridge 1 minute in. The arrangement, I would rethink it. Yeah, that's like the biggest part for me, like just when you play this, it's just a complete shock.
You ask me how I'm doing, I lie and tell you that I'm doing fine. Always on my mind.
Yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know. A lot of stuff you got to tighten up, I guess, is my best piece of advice for you on that. Give me a little intro. Get a better guitar player. If it's you just like strumming and you're like, I don't really know how to play guitar, get a guitar player, you know? Like, it's really like that easy, guys. You get the right player and you hum to them like, hey, what you want is like, I want this like, you know, whatever. But it feels like that song just felt like it was just picking chords out of the scale. I'm like, okay, pick a chord, any chord, whatever's up next. A little too like music theory, like, oh, and then I could go to the 5/7. You know, I didn't really feel it. Asaf's Umbrella. Have you ever had a friend? Guys, have you? Here we go.
I woke in the morning. Well, someone.
Woo! I can't even listen to this. I know you guys like just blew your headphones out or whatever you're listening on. Dude, he came in so strong, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be magical. I was sorely, sorely disappointed. I can't play that. Micah Wright, MT. SMG Big Dog. Let's go.
Swish.
Big dog. I'm the big dog. Say it a lot. Been around the town, good on every block. I'm the big dog. Say it a lot. Out here on my grind and I can't stop. I'm the big dog. Say it a lot. Been around the town, good on every block. I'm the big dog. Say it a lot. Out here on my grind and I can't stop. Big dog. Bet you know MT. I been cruising around the city, ain't never on E. I'm from the 1200s. 15s too, was told to stay out the way and try and stack some loot. Don't be capping. Shout out my cuz, he kept it 100. I'd rather listen to nothing than hear these niggas bluffing. Had to think, if I'ma do it, let me speak the facts. We too far in the game, ain't no going back. Got a gas on them, turn me up on your playlist. Lot of people talk, but ain't never saying shit. Rockin' with the gang, SMG the same click. Rockin' with the gang, SMG the same click. Big dog, we say it a lot. Snitching in my city, fuck around and get got. Big dog, say it a lot. Snitching in my city might get you popped. I'm the big dog. Say it a lot. Been around the town, good on every block. I'm the big dog. Say it a lot. Out here on my grind and I can't stop. I'm the big dog. Say it a lot. Been around the town, good on every block. I'm the big dog. Say it a lot. Out here on my grind and I can't stop. I'm the big dog. Grinding and I won't stop. Promise the whole team we gon' make it to the top. Gotta make it happen. Put it all out on the line. Only race I'm trying to win is the race against time, and I can't waste that. SMG only state facts. Favorite line if it's about money, we take that. Best believe. Got a couple tricks up my sleeve. No longer in the city, but I'll never leave. Gang shit ain't with no lame shit. Slime with my team, know we love the lane switch. If you ain't talking cash, you don't speak my language. If you ain't talking cash, you don't speak my language. Need a big bag, run it up, stick to the code. Got them big mad. I really sent out songs, got no feedback. But I'ma keep on going cause I need that.
Hold on, he just said he's been releasing a lot of songs and got no feedback. But I'm sorry, Micah Wright. I've given you plenty of feedback. So that right there, you're capping on me, bro. I can't believe you do that. Yeah, so some notes on this track. It's obviously some old school Bay Area shit, right? Very familiar. Lived in the Bay, lived in Oakland, Alameda, Berkeley, you know, in and out of San Francisco all the time. Definitely the Bay Area slap, the with the Moog bass and everything. The biggest thing that I would say about this track, it feels dated, and that's okay, I guess, because like this is a style that is just kind of dated. But if you want to kind of freshen it up, you could freshen up this sound. Second thing is like the mix and the master are the biggest things that really bug me. The vocals being like just so like mids in your face. And like kind of thin actually, like they're like mid and forward and turned up really loud and thin. And then the beat is like over clipping on the low end. So your master is just like, you're pushing too much on the master. It's pretty obvious like right here as you get into the beginning.
A lot. Been around the town, good on every block. I'm the big dog. Say it a lot. Out here on my grind and I can't stop. Big dog.
So all you have to do is listen to the drums, and like when the drums hit, everything else gets ducked, which means like all that stuff in the back, it just goes and it gets really small, and it's just choking, right? It's called compressor pumping, right? You got the release setting wrong, you got the attack setting wrong. Turn the attack a little bit slower, turn the release a little bit faster on it. You got to find the rhythm of the song when you're mastering. You may have just like thrown it through something and hit auto. So I think that's kind of the problem with that. But yeah, it's a cool idea. Big dog in the town, Bay Area slaps. I dig it. You know, just fix the mixing and the mastering and stuff. And hire someone if you need to, man. ohms, I think that is. My man, Don Cotty. Everything's mastered here, but nothing sounds mastered well.
Yeah. Hold tight, volition music on the beat. Yeah. See my man over there? My man, he thinks he's a top boy. My man, he thinks he's a road man. My man, he thinks he's a G man. You're not really though, are you, blood? Not really, blood. See that guy over there though? Yeah. with my red eyes through the barrel of a scope. Please know someone's gonna choke. Man, I've run out of hope for Nazilote my life in what has fathomed the hope of a generation. But that's gone down the toilet. The water's boiling, so wipe the sugar, then go down the corridor, dash the whole kettle on the whore. I rolled the dice and that what he getting cause wasn't correctly repping, bruv. Southwest, home where Teflon vest won't resist as I intersect in check and inflicting sex which leave a stench lingering. Chick she fingering her dingaling as she girt lush. On her I had crush, now I had a eye just pass her by. Ain't nothing cause now on it I crept, I cause damage like Conan. Don't have a bone man, cause I might reciprocate and throw you one. If you catch it, man is going full metal jacket. My man rolls like a road man. My man rolls like a pagan. My man sings.
Oh, this is some interesting shit, man. I don't know what to say about this. This is a hard one to give you feedback on. I don't know what the style you're going for is. I don't know. I don't really know what this is about. So, I'm just confused by this song. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's the cultural difference. I just not hearing what the song's about. I'm not hearing a hook in here. I'm not hearing even the concept. And I know you were like saying some shit in here for like, 36 seconds, which nobody's hearing or listening to. You guys know what he said up here? Anybody up here know what he was talking about? Well, I mean, Matt can tell you he didn't like it. Okay, Newark. I don't know. They're probably having a conversation on the side here. But, yeah, I just didn't know what you were even talking about, bro. Get a story together. I want to hear a story. Cam Crazy. Cam Crazy is going to give us a whole look at MP4. He's really hyping shit up, dude. I like that. Y'all should, like, take some notes from Cam Crazy. Get yourself a visual. You know, you're like in front of people, like you think they really want to watch your waveform play. Like you guys could be playing this. Think about that. Let's go.
Yo, girl like a boy, she ride it like a Porsche. I can feel the force. Pop it, baby, keep it lit. Head down, nails down, head dead. Know you wanna ride in the spaceship. You can take a ride in the spaceship. Cabin fever. Cabin fever. We should distance ourselves. Girl, distance yourself, girl, distance yourself. Cabin fever, you feeling I can see you.
Now, I'm gonna be real, like the vocals and stuff just sound really amateur. I think the beat is kind of cool, but it just sounds like, what? Like, what did you do? Why'd you filter the vocals so much? I was like trying to do some, like, I don't know what you're trying to do there, but Cabin Fever, it's kind of boring. Yeah, it's mainly a performance issue, I think, for me. And, you like thinning out the vocals like crazy. But let's keep playing it.
You got cabin fever. You got cabin fever. Yo, girl like a boy, she ride it like a Porsche. I can feel the force. My name is Daisy, nice to meet you. In the hills where you come to get time. Tell your man you slip away from work. Now you come via spaceship to the hills. Mulholland Drive. spaceship in the hills.
All right. I mean, you know, cool, man. Take the 808 and like bring it into the world that you have going on. The drums like sound so disconnected from the synth, from the vocals. But yeah, it's a vibe. I mean, you got a vibe there. It's cool. Just kind of sleepy, kind of tiring. It also just kind of like sounds like you're trying to do Travis Scott meets like Drake back in, you know, 2016, 17. So it just feels a little bit old to me. But cool. Like I like the track. I think it's a vibe, you know. It seems like people like it. Like, yeah, 808 Lil Baby style. Okay, there you go. See, so Eddie fixed his phase issue. A little stereo spread plugin. Happens all the time, bro. Easy on the auto-tune. Yeah, dude, please do. What? I don't know what that means. Okay, so December, I think, or Deck on top, final master. Let's hear it.
Yo, it's that. Listen up. I wanna make waves like a do-rag. I'll make my way in the gulag. I'm here to stay, but you knew that. Like when you get new tat. There's some things that I can't say, but making music, it frees me. I want a feature of Kanye, but I know that it won't be easy. You say that you're so cold, man. No, I am not, I am freezing. This to me is easy as breathing. I spice the beat like seasoning. Your lyrics so dry like Riesling. It's my words that fans are feeling. Cause every day I get up, I work. I wanna be strong just like my birth. Sometimes I might be ace like jerk, but I'll never drag my name in dirt. This track gon' be a slam dunk like Dirk, and I'm gonna lead the team like Kirk. I'm gonna be the MVP. Rap to me really is easy. Everybody will envy me when they watch me up on a TV screen. I've been rapping since age 13. It's about time I'm heard and seen. Someone get the bass surgeon please, because there has been an emergency. Need to be on top with an urgency. I'm a big deal, Ron Burgundy. That ain't a joke, it's certainty. I'm gonna make waves and currency, but currently I'm in my own head, and I can't give up cause I'm mace bred and grow just like I'm a rosette. I wanna make dough, I'm gonna break bread. I wanna be on top, but nobody wants me there. In my head way too long, I'm starting to feel despair. Show you what I got, then you'll all be aware. When I end up on top, I know you'll all be there. I'm in this game, I'm playing my part. Always use my brain when I'm making my art.
Okay, it's interesting. I see where you're going with it, bro. Like I think you really got to dial in your sound. That top chorus, like, just not really that cool. You know, just because you brought in more vocals, like it didn't feel like it was necessary. I don't think. Let me go back to the beginning here. I want to see if you have a hook anywhere, because that didn't feel like a hook at all.
I wanna make waves like a do-rag. I'll make my way in the gulag. I'm here to stay, but you knew that. Like when you get new tat. There's someone a feature of, man, but beat like the feeling. Cause every day's like just MVP. Cause every day I get up, I work. I wanna be strong just like my birth. Sometimes I might be ace like Julius Slam dunk like everybody urgent. So I'm sure you, I'm in this game, but nobody wants me there. I wanna make dough, I'm gonna break bread. I wanna be on top, but nobody.
So if you're hitting the hook at 1 minute and 30 seconds in, and it's not even a very good hook, might want to rework it a little bit. I think it's really the arrangement. You don't need this. You don't need to be rapping for 20 seconds, like for 1 minute and 10 seconds. Like nobody wants to hear this. You know, look, like the feedback I typically give people when they do this sort of thing is like, figure out how to say what you're saying with less words and with something that's catchy, that's going to hook people in, that's going to be like, instead of saying I took my dog down the street and I walked him and then he stopped and he like smelled a tree and he did this stuff and then he did that and then we like walked around the block and it was crazy and it was hot and blah, blah, blah. You could just say like, I took my dog on a really nice long walk. We don't need like, you know, all that. Like, see how you can find something hooky. Okay, we know you want to be on top, so, you know, you're not a power bottom. That's good. But, you know, like, explain that in a hook that's going to be more catchy and say it in a different way. Like, I want to be on top just doesn't, that's so cliche. Like, figure out a better way to say it. And then, yeah, sum it up so we know what the track's about. I feel like you're just rapping your ass off. And I'm like, okay, cool. Cool freestyle beat, man. You know, that's what I think most people would think. They wouldn't think it's a song. They would think like, yo, this guy's just going to start freestyling at you. So that's the part that I'm like, eh. So guys, I would play this one, but it's not the right file. I don't even know what the fuck that is. And people will submit this every once in a while. It's just hella funny. It's like, you guys, pay attention. That's the whole point. You got to get your attention together. You got to get focused if you want success. All right. Run on vocals like crazy, like just blah da da blah da da blah da da blah da da bee dee 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 dee. Okay, anyway, Tina Bryant, just for you. Let's roll.
Baby, just for you, I will do anything, anything just for you. I will do anything, anything just for you. I will do anything.
Okay, so I've said this before. I'm going to say it again, guys. If you submit to me something that's like a demo that you obviously like demoed on, you're not releasing this as a record, Tina, right? Like, why are you submitting it for feedback? Like, it's not done. Like, do you want me to produce your song for you? Do you want me to be like, okay, here's what you got to do. You got to go back to the studio. And, you know, the way I would approach this is like, no, you gotta think about this. Like, to me, this sounds like someone mocked up a MIDI thing. I don't know, a producer or something, or you. And then you like plugged in a microphone that's like one of those old school, like 90s microphones, you know, with the little thing. And you're like, baby, for you. Like, you just demoed on it. And like, don't leave dead space at the beginning of a song. If it's a demo, like, go get it recorded and like get it mixed and mastered and like finish the song, you know, and then show it like on this kind of live stream. But otherwise, people are like, what is this? What do we do with this? You know, and that's my point. Like, it's not, I'm not busting your balls, Tina, because maybe you have balls, but maybe you don't. And maybe I'm just being completely out of hand by saying that. But, you know, just having fun here. But like, at the end of the day, like, this is like a demo, and I feel like you submitted a demo, and like, people, you're going to have people looking at this, like thousands of people are going to view this. I guarantee that. So over the next, you know, 6 months, 9 months, a year, they're going to hear this and they're going to think, that's Tina Bryant. That's what she does, or he does. You know what I mean? Why would you want that? Why would you want to submit something that's on YouTube forever and people are going to be going, what the hell? You know, this is this and this and that, and you should fix that. And like, what is this? And that's your brand. Like, this is the song I played, you know? So what I'm saying to you is finish the song. Like, spend the time on it. Spend the money on it. Get it done. Don't submit it for a review on something where it's not even done. It's just like an idea or a demo. Because you have cool stuff in it. You have like the bare bones, the backbone, like, you know, the strings and the classic feel. Like, I like that. You just have to get it done. Like, don't give us something that's not done. You know, there's something like Quincy Jones said actually about that. He was talking to I forget, it was like an interview, and someone asked him like, hey, what do you think of this? Should I put this out? Right? And they were showing their music to Quincy, and Quincy was like, never put anything out that you're not 1000% sure to put your name on. To be like, I own this. This is my music. It's my production. It's my recording. It's my engineering. It's my mixing. It's my mastering. If you're not 100% proud to put that out, because that's what people think that you think of it. Like, they're like, that's what Tina does, right? That's what Lena does, right? We got a Tina and a Lena. Really interesting, huh? But think about that. Like, that's what you put out there. This is who I am, and this is my brand. This is my music. and you put it out here and you got, you know, not very many people, what, like 12 people watching right now, but this will get 1,000 streams in the next, you know, month. Like, people were going to watch this. They're going to see it and they're going to think, that's Tina. Tina, that's what she meant or he meant. That's what you really think of your music. That's what you want to get out there in the world. I thought that was like, you know, that's pretty powerful coming from Quincy. Maybe not as powerful coming from me, but just don't put anything out there that you don't completely stand by, you know? All right, let's move on to Lena from Tina.
I've been thinking, babe, it hit me up since the other day. Not sure if you're here to stay. Why do I have to wait? I just wanna sleep the night. Can double text cause it classified. I got my reasons, but you always right. So I just lay it with my pride. My time seems to be wasted. My eyes got a burning sensation. My mind needs a vacation. Our time don't seem that long.
All right, I'm gonna be straight up with you, and I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit, right? Because that's what you guys do. You're like uploading songs to be reviewed live on YouTube in front of music people, right? I got A&R record labels I've worked with, Sony, UMG, right? Warner. Like, this shit's gonna get played in front of them, right? Like, so I'm gonna give it to you straight, is basically what I'm saying. I don't know if I'd ever, no matter if I'm a male or a female, say something like burning sensation in an R&B song especially, but like that's right here.
Got a burning sensation. Eyes got a burning sensation. My mind needs a
Now listen, Lena, you got a cool voice. You got a pretty voice. You sound like young and you sound fresh, right? The beat's just not there, first of all. But you got some cool stuff. I don't know if you're like up to work with writers, but I think you should work with some writers. And I think you should steer clear from anything that sounds like a, you know, burning sensation or anything like that. I think that's going to be a little, you know, not that great of a lyric in an R&B song about love and stuff. Gets a little weird, but I'm gonna keep playing it because I kind of dig like what you have, and I can hear you got some cool timbre in your voice for sure.
long. You got me thinking all the time. You could be blamed for my sleepless nights. It's not alright when you say it's alright. Maybe you got that something, but you ain't on me right. Don't wanna fight, you ain't acting right. Every time I see you, man, I get butterflies. No lie, trying to get you out my mind.
Okay, so like at this point in the song, I feel like, yo, take a breath, like relax, like take it easy, you know? It gets a little too like crazy obsessive, and like the drums here are just way too much. Like just boom, 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 and you're just like going and gassing on it. I don't think you need to do that. I think you should open up for the second verse. I think you should give us a break. You've already said so much in a minute. Like we're a minute and what, 15 in, and you've said everything I think that anyone would want to say about any relationship or any sort of, you know, love or R&B thing. Like, and I still didn't really like get a hook that I really caught onto. Like I didn't feel it. Like I was like, where are we at? So yeah, like work on that hook, that catchy thing, that thing you're saying, you know? Like Greg Wallace, he's got it right. It's workable. Now, going back to what I said earlier about Quincy, is like, is that what you want, Lena, in your music career? Do you want people going, it's workable? Do you want people saying, hey, drums are everywhere? Do you want people saying about your music, hey, there is potential with the voice? Or she's not bad? Or falsetto nice. I don't know if that has anything to do with the song, but just think about that. Like, do you want people going, it's not bad? You feel me? But yeah, cool voice. The song's just not doing it for me. I think you got some production stuff to do, some writing. You know, you need a vocal producer. You need someone going like, nah, let's do this and then this phrase, and I want you to vibrato this to come up out of the pre-chorus, to then hit a chorus, to then come out, and let's slow down and let's change the pattern. You know, you want that producer. You need someone to do that. But you definitely got potential. All right, and the last one for the night, Mr. #Nash, E-mastered the one.
Say this, nigga, you ain't home, you are in the fucking matrix.
That's a half.
How many times must I say this, nigga, you ain't home, you are in the fucking matrix? One time. How many times I gotta say this, nigga, you ain't home, boy, you in the fucking matrix? Two times. How many times I gotta say this, nigga, you ain't home, boy, you in the fucking matrix? Three times. How many times I gotta say this, nigga, you ain't home, boy, you in the fucking matrix? Four times. How many times I gotta say this, nigga, you ain't home, boy, you in the fucking matrix? Lies, lies everywhere. If it ain't about the money, Nash, they just don't care. But they don't know about your stress-filled days, coronavirus.
All right, so straight up, like, first chorus, I'm like, what, dude? You're, like, counting, and you're asking how many times I got to say this? It's a little too on the nose, brother. This is a little weird. I'm like, what? One, how many times I got to say this? Well, 2 times. Okay, maybe 3 times. Maybe 4 times. Well, how many more times? 5 times. Well, how many more times I got to say it? 6 times. You know, I could just see this going to like 172 times. You feel me? Like, it's 2 on the nose. Chill with that shit.
Virus got your head in the maze. They looking at me like this nigga is a joke. Yo, he can't be number 1, so I feel like number 2. I seen a lot of ones cross the threshold and get clipped by the limiter. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? And all this talk about selling your soul is getting old to me. Bitch rising, breaking the mold is where I'm supposed to be. I feel like a pair of beautiful thighs and holy hosiery. Elohim got control of me. Profiteers take advantage of my profitize. My belief system taking advantage of it, monetized. Right in front of my eyes. Then the system wanna blame me is how I'm feeling lately. That nigga whack, shoot him in his back, kneel on his neck. After that, sprinkle the crack. Yeah, I bet you didn't think that it was gonna come to this. Fatherless children find a way to swim up out of it. I'm tired of it, but I'm still fighting on some rider shit. Lost in the abyss of roboticness. I'm checking with a record and everybody know it. So I took the battery out of my back and then I just exploded. How many times I gotta say this, nigga, you ain't home, boy, you in the fucking matrix? How many times I gotta say this, nigga, you ain't home, boy?
Yeah, nah. You know, like, the hook's a no-go for me. It just kind of gets too cheeseball. And, you know, like, the hook, maybe you try going a little more legato with it, you know. Maybe you're not doing the da-da-da-da-da, you know. And then also doing that on the verse. Like, give it some juxtapose. Like, give it some, you know, everything needs contrast. Like, if you put, you know, if you had, like, wallpaper up of, like, a bunch of analog studio gear, right? And then you also put, like, you know, furniture up that, like, was painted with, like, really, really busy colors and patterns. Like, it would look so bad, right? Because they just clash. It's the same thing with, like, you know, people don't do the stripes and plaids sort of thing, right? Because you have these patterns, and then, like, you're putting patterns on top of patterns on top of patterns. And, you know, that's why you take the plaid and then you use, like, a dark black or a dark red, you know, like, against the plaid. It looks good. It pops off. You have contrast, right? If your beat is going, and you're also going, you know, and then your chorus finally comes in as, one time, it's good to say this, but in the matrix. Like, if it's just doing that the whole time, there's no contrast, there's no pause, there's no, you know, for music, good music, the best music in the whole world, the world-renowned music, the people that, like, people go like, holy shit, that is amazing music. I love it. It's gone 10 times platinum, or it's Beethoven, or it's, you know, the soul records of, like, people still talk about, right? It's because there is always going to be tension, and then there's going to be release. Oh, that felt good. There's going to be tension. Oh, shit. I'm dancing. Then there's release, right? It's like, oh, there's the payoff, you know, the chords, there's the 5 to the 1, you know, like, when you go to the 5 to the 1, like, there's that payoff. Like, you go. Right? You go to that 5. It's the payoff, right? Like it's like, you know, tension, 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 release. Find home. Find the place where people go like, ooh, take a break, drop out everything, go slower, you know, etc. Change up the drums. Tension, release, tension, release, tension, release, bigger tension, bigger tension, bigger tension, and huge finale release that makes us go, fuck yeah. I mean, what good is sex if no one could ever release? What if everybody was having sex, but you could never release? We'd have a bunch of crazy people running around, right? You want to have sex? No, I don't. Why would I want to have sex? It's a lot of work. Sure, it feels good for a little bit, but like there's no release, there's no payoff, right? So sorry about the perverted stuff, but you know, I'm a pervert. I'm a male. Most males are. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys really like this. Subscribe to the channel, show love, share this shit, like it, comment on it. You know, I do this for free so you guys can kind of get some insight. Tonight, I don't feel like we had too many strong contenders. We've had many nights with some really cool tracks, and we've had many nights where, you know, it's like, that was all right. But yeah, hope you guys like this. And, you know, I'm always here for you guys. You're on the mailing list. That's why you're invited to do this stuff. If you get off the mailing list, I don't invite you anymore. There's a lot of people that like, you know, ask on YouTube. They're like, while we're doing this, hey, how do I submit? How do I submit? It's like, get on the mailing list. Like, yeah, I'm going to send you emails with information, and yeah, I'm going to offer you services and products that you can use, I promise you, and that will help you, I promise you. They've helped me tremendously. I've been doing this for a very, very long time, and I'm just here to kind of pass that on, you know. I want to find, it's like panning for gold, right? Like I'm constantly like digging up people and tracks and music and going, and I'm sifting, and then you always find the little gold pieces. You find the people that are really serious about their music career, the people that want to invest in this stuff, they want to go further, they don't know how, they're looking for guidance, they're looking for mixing tutorials, you know, they're looking for, you know, my music mentoring program, they need help, you know. And then there's other people that decide they're going to do this on their own the rest of their life, and they're going to struggle, and they may or may not make anything happen, and probably piss off their wife or their husband or their girlfriend or boyfriend, and then, you know, go through many relationships because they never really get any success with this. It takes mentoring. It takes knowing what to do. It takes people that have done it before. I promise you. I've not gotten anywhere on my own. It's always been because I've worked with people that knew a lot more than me. I've had mentors, and I've been able to work on some really great big projects with people that know a lot more than I do. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks so much for tuning in, and hit me anytime. You know where to reach me. If you're on the mailing list, you definitely know where to reach me, because I don't stop that shit. I send out emails every day, and that's me personally doing that shit. Work my ass off to get those out to you guys, and hopefully everything's, you know, useful to you. Sometimes you might feel like, oh man, he's spamming or whatever, but it's like, dude, it's my life, you know. I don't make any apologies for it. All right, peace, guys. Appreciate you guys.